On this beautiful morning, I am Savita, is pleased to welcome each and every one of you to an interesting webinar on artificial intelligence and machine learning organized by Department of Computer Application, Nanda Arts and Science College. The sign on your heart says welcome. The love will come pouring from everywhere. I would like to call upon our respected principal in charge, Dr. P. Ramya ma'am, the sculpture of human character, a seasoned scholar and a navigator of this flagship of knowledge to present the welcome address. Please, ma'am.
Thank you, Savita ma'am. So good morning all. It's my pleasure to welcome the Department of Computer Application to organize such a wonderful webinar for the students of computer applications. The topic for the day is artificial intelligence and machine learning, a topic that is necessary for the day and the topic that deals with the work that we are going to do in the recent world. So nothing can be done with there was a period when manpower was very powerful, and now the period has changed, like nothing can be done without the support of machines. Yes, it is a world of computer. We cannot survive without computer or technology or whatever it may be, and artificial intelligence and machine learning are going to play a major role in this. So in this regard, the Department of Biotechnology, the Department of Computer Applications have organized a wonderful webinar in this topic. So I would like to welcome our today's resource person, Dr. D. Vimal Kumar, Associate Professor from Nehru Arts and Science College. Sorry, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Sorry. Yeah, I'm happy to welcome Dr. Vimal Kumar from Nehru Arts and Science College. I think the forum is not new to a resource person. He was an assistant professor in the Department of Computer Application in Nanda Arts and Science College long back ago. So we are happy to welcome you, sir, on behalf of our management. Hope you're fine, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Fine. Thank you, madam. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, sir. On behalf of our management, it's a pleasure to welcome you for the program, sir. I don't want to take much of your time, sir. I'm sure you're going to enlighten the students for the enlighten the students with your knowledge for the topic that is need of the day, sir.
Sure.
So I'm also thank you, sir. I'm also happy to welcome our faculty members from the Department of Computer Application, team, young and energetic, full of positive vibrations team, organizing many more programs for the department for the welfare of the students. I think they are working as a role model for the other departments to update themselves in their. There is a very good slogan: "Get yourself updated, or you'll be outdated." That is the current scenario, and computer application department is very keen about it. And day by day, they are getting updated through various programs and webinars. The faculty members, they themselves are getting updated, and they are also motivating the students also to get updated in their knowledge and by organizing such programs. So I would wholeheartedly appreciate the efforts of the Department of Computer Application, Mr. Shantalakshmi ma'am, headed by Mr. Shantalakshmi ma'am and her faculty members team. And I would also happily welcome the students for their participation here. Make use of the opportunity given to you, and I'm sure this will be helpful for you in one way or other in any of your lifetime. So thank you very much. Thanks for the opportunity given to me. Thank you all.
Thank you, ma'am. Without knowledge, we cannot talk to people and understand them. One cannot share their hopes and aspirations, grasp their history, appreciate their poetry, or savor their song. May I now request Dr. P. Nirmala Devi ma'am to introduce the speaker of the day. Please, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. A very good morning to one and all present here. It is my pleasure to introduce today's chief guest, Dr. D. Vimal Kumar, Associate Professor, Department of Computer Science, Nehru Arts and Science College, Coimbatore. He has around 16 years of teaching experience. He organized many national level symposiums, seminars, and guest lectures, online programs such as webinars, workshop, debate, many awareness programs such as blood donation, eye donation, AIDS, first aid, consortium, and he organized 3 NSS special camps in 3 different villages. And also he attended many workshops, international seminars, faculty development programs, and also he acted as an NSS program officer in Nanda Arts and Science College and also Nehru Arts and Science College, Coimbatore. He also acted as a member in Board of Studies during the year 2015 to 2019 in Nehru Arts and Science College, Coimbatore, an international conference organized by Nehru Arts and Science College, Coimbatore. He had presented and published many papers in national and international conferences, also published around 50 papers in international journals, 2 patents, 4 book chapters, and 2 books named as Artificial Intelligence and Expert System, Mining Association Rules from Multi-Relational Database. He also presented a paper at Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia on 19th and on 9th and 10th March 2016. He acted as a chief guest and resource person in many online and offline programs. He also guided around second PhD scholars and also 4 MPhil scholars. He also received many awards such as Best Teacher Award from Nehru Arts and Science College during the year 2018 to 19, Best College Teacher of the Year Award 2019 from International Association of Research and Development Organization, Ghaziabad, Best Scientist Award from Nature Science Foundation, Coimbatore, Young Lecturer Award from Deccan Environmental Research Organization, and also he received Research Excellence Award 2020 by International Certified Institute of Scholars on February 21. Thank you, sir. I welcome you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. The aim of education is the knowledge not of fact, but of values. It is on a patient like this we get opportunities to test our knowledge and understand. We look forward to get an exposure about what the best of brain thinks. I would request the most honorable personality of today's section to step upon the floor and take in the hands of audience. Please, sir.
Sure, ma'am. Sure. Good morning, students. Good morning, everyone present here. First of all, I like to thank my management and principal sir for providing me this wonderful opportunity to address the students of Nanda Arts and Science College. Really, I felt very happy. I like to say a few things before entering into the session. I worked in Nanda Arts and Science College during the period of 2004 to 2007. It is an unforgettable situation in my life. Even the management, principals, all the heads, everyone helped me a lot. That is my training period. The first of all, after completing my MC and MPhil, when I joined as a 2004, I had joined as a lecturer in Nanda Arts. That is my first step into my teaching field. For the past 16 years, I am in the teaching profession because of Nanda management. Okay, thanks for providing me and guiding me to enter into the next level. Still, I am moving on with my teaching professions, and I have given many lectures. Thanks to the person who introduced me. Really, thanks to Karthik sir, thanks to Santalakshmi madam. Santalakshmi madam, Parimala madam are all my friends. So that I think that I can what is the position, what is the thing which I had given assigned to me. I think that I can fulfill the things to make you understand what is AI and what is machine learning. Don't think that I am going to take class for a longer time. I will make you understand what is what, so that I will create interest in you, so that you can further proceed in that particular concept. Okay, okay, students. Now I'll present my screen. Just a minute. Am I audible? Whether am I clear?
So can you please increase your volume?
Yes, madam. Just a minute then.
Okay, sir. For mobile, it is okay, sir. For
No,
those
madam.
who
Yeah,
connected through PC, yeah.
laptop. Okay, okay,
Sir, now
madam.
it is okay, sir. Okay.
Mm. Just a minute, madam. After presenting, then I will keep my mic near to my mouth so that it will be
Sure,
little
sir.
more
Okay.
audible.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Whether my screen is visible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you all. My dear students, don't think that since it is conducted in online, it doesn't mean that you shouldn't listen. When you are listening, I will be giving you many stories related to artificial intelligence and machine learning. Then, so that it will create a keen interest in you to move into that particular track. Okay. Yeah, fine. Yeah. Today we are going to discuss about what is artificial intelligence. AI will be saying that what is artificial intelligence, what is machine learning, and what are all the algorithms available in related to AI and machine learning. Then what are all the applications related to AI and ML? Then what is the disadvantages and what is the advantage? Everything we are going to discuss in a brief way. Just a minute. God, what is happening? Due to the bandwidth, I'd like to switch off my video, so that kindly bear with me. Here there is a due to heavy rain, the range gets problem. Now whether my screen is visible or hello, my dear friends, someone
Yes,
can
sir.
reply.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Your screen is visible.
fine. I'll go to the presentation mode. Yeah, first of all, before moving into the concept of artificial intelligence, just I like to know that who all know about AI. Whether you are all interested in AI? Yes, I think so. Since it is online, I couldn't get your reply. Your silence made me think that you are interested in AI, and I'm proceeding with the concept. Okay, fine. The first of all, the study of the modeling of human mental functions by computer programs. This is the simple definition given by Collins Dictionary about artificial intelligence. First of all, we should know what is artificial intelligence. That is a simple definition. The study of modeling of human mental. You are going to model the human mental functions by using some computer programs. Yeah, you see this, it will be little more very clear about it. First of all, you should understand the AI is composed of two different words. One is artificial and intelligence. By the term itself, we can understand what is artificial. By the term meaning, artificial means it is not natural. It is made by someone. That is called as artificial. Intelligence, we are going to create some sense of processing, that is called as intelligence. Okay, artificial in the same artificial intelligence, we are going to discuss on it. Anything which is not natural and it is created by humans, it is called artificial. Okay, any product, when we are humans, when we are given some instruction, what we are doing, we are following the instruction. At times we used to have some sense of humor. At this point we should react in such a way, but the machine doesn't know how to react. To make the machine react, that is a thing called artificial. The min makes the machine to react in an artificial way. That is called as artificial intelligence. The intelligence means ability to understand, reason, and plan, etc. So any code that is tech or algorithm that enables the machine to mimic, develop, or demonstrate the human cognition or behavior is called as an AI. I think that you can clearly understand what is AI. It's nothing but it is not naturally created. It is created by a human being. The men will be creating the machine in such a way that it will be acting like a man. It will be acting in an intelligent way. When you consider that, you know that there are several programming languages, C, C++. Each and every programming languages, there will be some father of the programming languages. For example, when you're considering C, Dennis Ritchie is the father of C programming language. When you're considering C++, Bijani Strostrup, like that, all the programming languages are having their own fathers. There is the person who has developed it. Like that, artificial intelligence is also developed by someone. That the name of the father of that particular AI is Alan Turing. Alan Turing is the father of artificial intelligence. Okay. Now you can understand the history of AI. What is AI? AI is nothing but you are creating any machine in an artificial way and making it in an to work in an intelligent way. How the human beings are going to react. The intelligent means the ability to understand, reason, and plan, etc. Okay. For example, here I like to say you one concept before entering into the scenario. The thing is that while you are consider that you are having a robot, we used to say the term means ends analysis. When you are ordering the robot to take a table from a particular location and drop the table in another location, for that you are analyzing it. First, what is the thing to be done? What is the starting point and what is the destination point? If both the starting and destination point are the same, we need not want to move the table. That's the thing to be written as an algorithm. That is the first point should be considered. After that, if it is the source is different and if the destination is different, again what will happen? We are supposed to check whether any product is on the table, and if there is any product on the table, those products should be removed from the table. And then the third point, what it should be checked, whether the particular person who is carrying the table having any product in his or her hand. Am I correct? Am I audible? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
The third point is that where the robot should just generally we will discuss. When you are moving the table from one location to another location, this is the third condition we should discuss, whether that particular machine should have anything in its hand. If it has anything in its hand, it is not possible to lift the table. Okay, then we should give the instruction to move the table from that particular location. If there is any obstacles in front of it, it should also reason that particular thing. It should understand there is an obstacle, so that it is not possible to move. That is called as artificial intelligence. You are making the system to behave in an intelligent way. Similarly, that you might have seen some toys. Okay, well, you go and purchase some toys. When they'll be giving a key, and that particular toy will be moving, and when it go and hit in a particular place, immediately when it will take the turn and it will be moving up. That is called as it is acting in an intelligent way. That intelligence is used because of the That intelligence is due to because of this particular reason that is called as AI. Can you understand? Yeah, fine. Next, I'll be moving on to the next thing. These are all different possible applications of AI. We are not going to discuss on all these things, but you should know what are all the different applications. That is natural language processing, deep learning, simulation modeling, machine translation, then social network analysis, machine learning, robotics and soft robotics, Internet of Things, image analytics, graph analytics, audio analytics, visualization, then virtual personal assistant. Like that, there are several applications in AI. We are going to see a small, that is not 0.0 percentage, 0.0001 percentage we are going to see on AI. That's the thing. I am here not to give more knowledge on it. Just try to give. I will be giving you a brief outline. I will be creating an interest in you so that you can go and search several books and several things from the internet. You can see several videos also. Based on that, you can develop your concept about AI. Recently, AI plays a vital role in research also. Okay, fine. Now, I like to give you a small thing, gentle thing. You might know that a burger company, that is a burger, French fries, and all these things you will be consuming as a food. Okay, this is done by McDonald's. When you are ordering in McDonald's, what it will do, they will be delivering the particular burger and French fries to the particular to your particular location. When you place a particular order, what will happen, they will analyze that this particular customer is in need or in interest of this particular product, and related to that, what they used to do, they used to send some advertisement whenever you are searching or browsing the internet. That is the thing I had given you here. The big McDonald's thinks AI can help it sell more fast foods or to the customers. Okay, because when you purchase one product from McDonald's, it is they will be registering your entire details, and they will be identifying your food habits. Based upon your food habits, when you browse the internet or when you browse the YouTube or you browse the Google or any process, at that time you will be getting ad. The advertisement will be creating interest in you to give up to place an order to the particular product. That is artificially you are creating the machine to act in an intelligent way to make the person to kindle the interest and promote their sales. Okay, that is the thing it has been given. The company has announced that it is acquiring Dynamic Yield, an Israel company that uses AI to customize by experiences. Then the next point is the McDonald's would use AI to tweak the menu options. Okay, if consider that if it is selling a burger, today they will be selling egg burger. Tomorrow he will be saying that vegetable burger is there. If you buy one burger, your burger will be given free at a free cost, free of cost. Like that, there will be several advertisement to promote the sales uh, to make the system think in an intelligent way by doing it artificially. Okay, if it is warm outside, what we used to do when there is when the climate is too rainy, what we used to do, when if we have a bhaji, that is molaga bhaji, that is chili bhaji, it will be good. Like that, we used to think, no, it kindles the interest in us. Like that, this McDonald's company, what they used to do, they identify the nature of that particular customer, and they used to create interest in them and promote their sales. That is the purpose of AI. This is one such example. Like that, there is a survey stating that there are several companies like Swiggy, Ubuntu, Zomato, like that, several companies, what they are doing to do, they are going to mm, uh, they're going to sell the foods. They're going to collect the food from one particular location, and they are going to deliver it to you to make it so that you can consume it in an easier way. But that what will happen when they will be acting in an intelligent way, they will be knowing your preference, what type of product you will be ordering, and what type of food you will be liking. Like that, they will be coming to a conclusion. In future, this artificially created system will plan a menu for you, and then they'll be giving that menu, so that there is no other way you are supposed, because you have already created interest within you. Okay, so there is no other go, you are supposed to adapt for it. Okay, that is the thing, all the online business transactions are going on doing in an artificial way, that is artificial intelligence. I think that you know about several artificial intelligence social medias, several social medias like Facebook, Twitter, WhatsApp. Those social medias you used to communicate to multiple persons, to chat with some persons, everything you are doing. The Facebook plays a vital role, where artificial intelligence plays there. Okay, see here, this simple machine learning example, that is you're combining Facebook with machine learning. What are all the applications that has been happening? Okay, if you think that and I am boring you, just you can give me a voice. At the time, I am ready to change over the topic. Okay, so that you will not feel bored. This Facebook, you know what is the purpose of? Everyone will be having smartphone in your hand. With the help of Facebook, what you will be doing, you will be searching. When you enter inside itself, it will be saying that these are all the persons, your friend's suggestion. um, that friend suggestion is taken based upon your search behavior. While you are while you are entering inside, you will be registering your profile. You have studied in which location, in this particular school, which period to which period you have studied, then what is your working experience, in which period you have worked in that particular location. Like that, all these details you will be entering inside while you are when you are logging into Facebook. You will be adding your profile picture, and all those things you will be doing it. That the data which is taken by the machine, it starts acting in an intelligent way by promoting the business of the particular persons. Okay, these are all some of the things I should like to discuss you. But it's like textual analysis, facial recognition, targeted advertising, designing AI applications, news feeds, friend recommendations, then crime detections, and offensive video image detection. Just I do not want to take much of the time in Facebook. Just I like to say one or two realistic examples, and then I'll be moving on to the next topic. While you are see here, consider that you have joined in Facebook after after few months, you have lost your password. At that time, what it will do, when you say that you forget password, immediately it will be showing some of the profile pictures, and it will be asking you, who is this particular person. When you answer those, then it will be asking you to type the password. You can create a new password. If you are not answering in a correct way, it will come to your analyze that you are a wrong person, and the authorization will not be permitted. So that the system is made intelligent, based upon your friends. Okay, when you see your friend's photo, immediately they will be giving three or four options, who with some names. When you select that particular name, if the name is correct, then it will be moving inside. Like that, two or three options will be getting, and then it will be processing. Like that, what is the type of product to be targeted? while you are seeing some videos, even in YouTube or Facebook or anything, what type of videos you are seeing, based upon those type of videos, you will be frequently given these videos will be interested, so that you can view this like that. When you enter into Facebook or WhatsApp or any social media, it will not allow you to come out of it. It will create interest in you, and it will not leave you from that particular. You will be become mad with that. That is, the system makes you mad to think in an intelligent way. By we are making the system, but the system makes the human being in an artificial way, and it makes to work on all those things. Here in Facebook, there is also, you can, there are several security privileges are there. There are several advantages and disadvantages also. In While you're considering the advantages, whenever I want to see some pictures, that is, I had received several awards when the college or any person when ask me, oh, what is the award, when did you get the award, like that, where I can immediately enter into Facebook, I can download my certificate, and I can give my data to the person who is asking. Okay, those things I can set as a privilege. Who can see my posting, like that? I can set my privilege. If I do not want anyone to see my post, I can select and give single. Automatically, what will happen? That posting will be only available in the Facebook, and it will not be shared with your friends or friends of friends, like that, so that there will not be any comments or like. Whenever you want, you can go and browse it. Okay, these are all some of the advantages which has been created in machine learning. This is all because of machine learning. The one of the disadvantage I like to say you that uh, after entering inside your profile, I used to download, I used to get I used to give friend requests, I used to download your profile details, then I used to enter inside the Facebook and create a fake ID. The fake ID in my own name, or my that is not in my name, the name which I had collected data. I had collect Based on that. What will happen when it gets downloaded? I can have many friend requests to many of them, and then I can ask for money. Yes, at this instance, I feel very difficult to contact you. I'm in some difficult position. Can you share money to my account? Like that, this is the recent crime which is happening. All these things also should be taken into consideration. That is the thing, crime detection I had given you. Like that, all these things are made by the human being to think the machine in an artificial way. That's the thing I had given you. And another example, realistic example, Google. It is a follows the machine learning concept. What are all the Google will be following? These are all some of the things. Google Photos. You might be thinking that you are using a smartphone and you are taking the photos. When you think that the photo is only with you, and the photo will not be released with anyone. But it is not like that. The Google Photo, whatever the photos you are taking, the Google Photos will store each and every photo in your location. At times, there is a chance that they may even misuse it, but we cannot assure, no. Like that, we should be very keen towards it while taking any photo. 100% we should be keen. In Facebook also, there will be a reminder, because while I am going to school of my kid, at the time I had seen, I had taken a photo and I had uploaded in Facebook. After 5 years or 6 years, immediately the Facebook says that there is a reminder for you. Before 6 years, you were in this particular school with your kid. Like that, it generates the photo. That will be good for us, but not in all locations. Certain locations it is good. Certain location it will not be good. so that the details which you are sharing, you should be very, very clear in it. So that only I said that artificially making intelligent is very, very, you should be make yourself in a sensible way. That's all these things will be using your data. That is Google, Google Drive, Google Chrome, Google Plus, Google Map. Okay, even while you are booking cabs, that is a red there are call taxis, no, red taxi, Ola, like that. Several call taxis are also available. When you book for a trip from one location to another location, all these things will be getting recorded. That immediately what will happen, after few days, that particular person, either the trip advisor, they may even contact you stating that this type of trip is available, whether you want to join the trip, we will be ready to give you an offer. Okay. For example, now you are browsing using your Google Chrome, you are browsing to buy a shoe or to buy a dress. Automatically, this information will be shared with many multiple persons who is marketing the particular shoe, or that is to the sellers. The sellers immediately, they will to create a interest in you. They will send a video. They will send you advertisements. Most probably the Amazon, Flipkart, on all these advertisement, all these big multinational companies are are doing their sales only based upon all these things. Okay, okay, fine. Now we are entering into the machine learning concepts. The machine learning, what is machine learning? It is a field of study. For all these times, I was discussing about what is AI. That is artificially making the system to behave in an intelligent way. Now I'm going to discuss on what is machine learning. In AI, machine learning is one of the subset of AI. What are all the subsets I had discussed you previously? What are all the different application? That is nothing but machine learning is one of the subset of AI. Okay, this machine learning is the field of study that gives computer the ability to learn without being explicitly programmed. In simple terms, machine learning means making prediction based on the data. Okay. First of all, whatever you are doing, you will be collecting the data. Based upon the data only, you can pre-process the data, so that only we are going for data mining concept. So whatever the concept which you are reading your undergraduate level, it will be more useful for you in future. Nothing will get wasted. Okay, all the concepts, when you are reading your programming language, or when you're reading DBMS, or when you are reading, that is, DBMS is a traditional database management system, where you used to maintain the data in such a way that you can acquire all those data. Nowadays we are going into the concepts of data mining, data warehousing, big data, all these things. From DBMS only everything came. Okay, DBMS is a traditional database, but you can store only few amount of data. You cannot store huge amount of data in DBMS. But see here, while you're using Facebook, you are each and every minute, lakhs of photos are going and storing in the database, in the cloud. The space will be created in the cloud, and based upon that only the artificial system will think that why this particular person will not be his friend, and he will be giving you a friend suggestion. Yes, this person may be his friend because he has studied in this particular period, in this particular location, from this period to this period. He is also studied, and he has also studied. So there may be a connection between them. Like that, the friend suggestions will be there. Okay, each and everything will be done by the machine. That is called as, you are making the machine to think in an artificial way, in an intelligent way, artificially in an intelligent way. That is the thing given here. Machine learning is the field of study that gives the computers the ability to learn without, what is the without being explicitly programmed. Okay, in simple terms, what we can say, machine learning means making prediction based upon the data. Today, you are going and purchasing a birthday cake in a shop, or you are ordering through online for a birthday cake. At the time, your data will be stored in the particular database. The next year, when you are before you order for a particular cake, there will be have several advertisements from the company asking you to purchase the product from the company, stating that these are all the offers given to you so that you can utilize the offers like that. They used to think in an artificial but intelligent way. That is the thing. The machine is made to think, make the prediction based upon the data. Okay. Next, this is a simple definition of machine learning. Because I had made you understand what is artificial intelligence and what is machine learning. Now, the definition given by a person, that is machine learning is an application of artificial intelligence. That is, I had already said you that I had shown you a list of applications, that deep learning concepts, then IoT, Internet of Things, like that. There are several applications are available in this machine learning. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, some distraction, madam. Any doubt? Someone's mic is on, I think so.
No, sir. No, sir. You can continue, sir.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, fine. The machine learning is an application of artificial intelligence that involves algorithms and data that automatically analyze and makes the decision by itself. Okay, without human intervention. Once for all, when you have created a robot or when you have created a machine, and when you say that you are supposed to do all these activities, immediately you need not want to go on repeatedly ask it to do. It will never get tired. That's the thing we used to say. The machine will be diligent in nature. It will never get tired, and it will be going on with its activities. Okay. We need not want to intervene. We need not want to ask who are all the person going to celebrate birthday after a week. It automatically generates a report. These are all the customers who are going to celebrate anniversary, marriage anniversary, are going to celebrate their birthdays, or any company function like that. It will generate a list and it will give it to the particular owner of the particular company. And also it will ask whether it will generate the offer details. If you purchase 1 kg of cake, you will be offered with half kg excess. Okay, excess of half kg will be provided like that, to promote or kindle your interest. For example, when I buy a Black Forest cake, it comes around 400 rupees. In one particular location, it is 400. In some location, it is 600, it is 650. The rate get varies. When we see okay, that will develop it really in the beginning itself. Swiggy and Zomato, and many other organization, online food companies, they will take over your food menu, and they will design a menu for you. You cannot decide that, yes, I need this or that, because when they give a offer, what you will do, you might be thinking that you want to eat idli. What they used to do, previously you were liking pizza, and the doctor might have advised you not to take pizza or burger. But immediately at that instance, the machine will, when you enter inside, it immediately gives a advertisement stating that when you buy one pizza, you will be getting another pizza free. Or if you are buying one pizza, it is only 100 rupees or 99 rupees. Like that, it will create an interest in you so that you will not go for idli. The menu is designed by the Swiggy or any other online multinational companies. That is the thing happening around nowadays. Yeah. So that there are some advantages also at the same time. There are some disadvantages also because of this AI and machine learning concepts. Okay. It describes how computer perform the task on their own by previous experiences. Okay. Therefore, we can say in the machine language, artificial intelligence is generated on the basis of experience. Okay. Yeah, fine. Now we are seeing that a simple slide. Why machine learning is hard? Why? Machine learning is harder. You can see two different diagrammatic representation. A man, that is you, two different kids are sitting and thinking, so that it will be easy for them to analyze because they are all already having senses and they are in behaving in an intelligent way. But in machine, all our data, the data should be communicated and it should be converted into a meaningful information, and it should be tracked as a knowledge, so that your machine learning algorithm will be little bit difficult to track the data and identify the potentiality within the customers. That is the thing I had given you in a simple diagrammatic representation. When you see that how the data will be, when the machine sees how the data will be, then in a digital way. Okay. When you see this, yeah, see this simple example. Don't see that, see below. You see the figure alone. When you see the figure, you can immediately come to a conclusion that the first figure is Apple. Yes or no? First figure, when you see that, you can see that it is a apple. Second figure, second diagrammatic representation shows the logo of the Apple Corporation. Third, it shows that it is a peach. It is a fruit. Okay. Like that, when you see the diagram, because since we are all human beings, will be trained in such a way that we will be behaving in an intelligent way. But how can we train the system? For training the system, we should identify what is the texture, what is the shape, then what is the color, what is the fragrance. All these things should be left inside the system, and then the system should identify whether if there is any obstacles, it should identify. That is the thing given below. See here, the color, what is the type of the product it is, what is the shape of the product, everything should be given into the system. Then only the system can answer. Otherwise, the system is not, it is not possible for the system. So that only you are making the machine artificially to act in an intelligent way. Can you understand, my dear students? Am I boring? Hello?
No, sir.
Bored? Yeah. I think that I'm making you listen. Yeah, fine. Just I will give you another realistic. I don't want to take much of your time in discussing all those things. When you think all these ideas, when you come to know all these ideas, automatically it will create interest in you to go and see what is machine learning, what is artificial intelligence, why should I learn this particular concept. Like that, it will build in you. In future, there are multiple companies beyond to promote you based upon this. Okay, the data science plays a vital role in. When you think about data science, it's a huge area. Data analytics is there, data analysis is there. Okay, it's all the companies or whatever the process which we are doing currently based only upon the data which you are giving. The based upon your purchase behavior, it will be identified. Okay, when you give this Google Translate, normally you might have seen, well, people nowadays they never used to type the message. Rather than typing, they used to go for a that is a translator. when they using the audio, when they say the message, automatically that particular message will be typed. Even if I am saying in English, that if I want to sorry, if I want to use a to convert it into Tamil language, automatically when I speak in Tamil, it will automatically type, and then that particular message will be delivered to the opponent if you want to share that particular message. That is the work of the Google Translator. It will translate the information into words. Yes, you can try. While you are speaking, it will be converted as it will be taken as an audio. At times, this Google Translator, instead of audio, it will be taken as a message itself. You do not want to type the message. Rather than typing the message, when you give it in an audio format, that will type on its own, and then you can forward that particular message. Yeah, Google, that is the thing I had given you. Google voice search. Based upon the voice, you can identify who is that particular person. In smartphones, we are using fingerprints. Fingerprints we are using some patterns to unlock our mobile phones. Okay, we are using some password like that. This artificial intelligence plays a vital role here. Yeah, this is another example. While you are going to Gmail and you are typing some messages, immediately some sort of smart reply will be there. When you start typing, based upon the typing itself, that is for a particular message, when you want to reply to a message, when you type 2 3 words, automatically it will suggest this is the thing you are going to type. Like that, it will suggest till the end of that particular line, so that you can select it on your own. The see that even the Google or any companies, it is not allowing us to even think. It is thinking that you will be only thinking like this, like that. It will be thinking, and it is making you to go along with it. Okay, that is the thing. Google Smart Reply. For example, when you are typing, "Wish you many more happy returns of the day," have good morning. Uh, Even in smartphone, when you type good, when you type M, automatically there will be certain suggestion of words saying that morning will be there. Morning, evening, like that. M, if whatever the thing starts with M, it will be giving you some suggestion. Okay, so that you need not even want to worry about it. Now Gmail has been very very popularized. They have even started a chatbot where, on the side of the Google Mail, if you want, you can chat with your friends. Then if you are even if you lost your mobile, or if your mobile, whatever the numbers you are stored in the mobile, you will be stored in contact history of the Gmail. When you plug in and insert your number and put your mail ID, automatically all your contacts history, all your contacts will be loaded in that particular mobile. It's like that. Everything becomes very smarter. Even when you consider that while you are typing a message, for example, I am a question paper setter. I am typing a question and I am typing the question and I am adding as a Word file and sending to the COE to a particular college. When I am putting the term confidential in the message box, not in the subject box, when you put the message confidential, automatically there is an option called um, option. When you right click on it, you can see that whether this message should remain in the particular person for a week or for a month, how long it should remain, whether it should be deleted after a month. All these suggestions will be given based upon the smart reply. Here at the bottom of the Google Mail itself, you might have seen. Thank you very much. Then, like that, several options will be available. That is called a smart reply. Even while you're using Facebook, and if you are giving some pictures and saying about that, yes, I'm celebrating my birthday today, or thanks to everyone, immediately when someone hosts some likes or some messages, automatically you can see a bottom, there will be a reply, smart reply. When you start typing, it will give reply to you. It will start that you why don't you it will giving suggestion of many words. When you select that, automatically it will be posted. Okay. Um, Yes, fine. This Google Map. Google Map is also there. It will help you. It's all based upon the artificial intelligence technique only. It has been made. In which location this particular house is located, whether while you are traveling in the NH road, how many kilometers you should travel to search for a petrol bunk, or how much kilometers far to go for an hospital, like that you can see it on your own. Now there is also some boxes available in NH road. When you go and click that box, automatically when you say what is the problem, through the speaker, immediately the ambulance will be coming to the particular location, and they will be helping you like that. Because in all the locations we cannot say that we will be available with tower. Even today, when I am starting to come inside your session, it takes more than 5 to 10 minutes. I was struggling with the network, okay, because of the heavy rain, the range I couldn't get it. Like that, this Google Map, it will identify that many of them will say that I do not know your address. Immediately, they used to say that you share your location. I will come to your location. Okay, where that location, when you are sharing it, even when you are moving from one point to another point, that movement will be tracked by the person, and then they will be identifying you, and they will be coming and meeting you. That is the thing. Well, when some persons ran away, that is due to some love marriage or something else, when they are running out, due to when they have their mail ID and when they have their mobile number, the cyber persons will be tracing out in which network they are and in which location they are. Like that, it can be easily tracked because of this Google Map. All these things are done artificially in an intelligent way. Yeah, these are all some of the machine learning algorithms available. Still more I'll be discussing. Now I'll be discussing on, I'll be saying that you should know these algorithms: neural networks, random forests, decision trees, genetic algorithms, then radial basis functions and sigmoid. These are all some of the machine learning algorithms available. Okay. Before moving into those machine learning, they are generally classified into three different types. One is supervised learning, second is unsupervised learning, third is reinforcement learning. Okay. I think whether do you have any doubt in AI and ML? Whether can you understand AI and ML, the basic concept? My dear friends, do you understand? Yeah, thank you, thank you. Yeah, now we will be going on the algorithms, because the algorithm is a step-by-step procedure, which makes the system to understand that as before doing any program, you will be using these concepts, and then using the algorithm only, you will be framing the program. That is the major mistake many of you are doing. That is the thing that before, when you don't know what is the concept, you cannot write a program. First of all, while you are writing a program, before writing, you should know the concept. For example, now if I want to add two numbers, what is the algorithm I should frame? I should get the two numbers from the particular person. For that, I need two different variables. After that, I should add these two numbers. I should need an additional addition operator. Then I should store it in a third variable. Like that, I should write an algorithm. Then only I can understand that I need three different variables. I need an operator. Then what is the programming language needed? Like that, we can come to a conclusion. Then only we can enter into the program, and using the syntax and keywords, we can start programming on our own. Many of them are not bothering about the concept behind it. That is the reason, and you are not able to do programs. So try to analyze, read the language clearly. For example, now I am talking in Tamil. When I talk in Tamil or English or Malayalam or any languages, the opponent should understand. The machine can understand only zeros and ones. So that you should make the machine think by its language. Okay, fine. Here we will be discussing on the definition of supervised learning, unsupervised learning, and reinforcement learning. Just a minute. The supervised learning is used to train the machine using the labeled data. Okay, you will be having the data within you. That data will be labeled. Based upon that only you will be doing the process. That is called as supervised learning. Unsupervised learning, it is opposite to that. That is, you are having the data, but it is unlabeled data. Whether you are supposed to go and create the data, you should analyze whether this data is worth or not, whether this data is needed, like that. That is the thing given here. For example, in supervised learning, you know that for classification, when you are classifying a product, while you're classifying an animal, for example, whether it's a cat, whether it's a dog, based upon the sound, barking sound of the particular thing, or whether based upon the texture, that is shape of the particular thing, based upon the eyes, everything we can classify that. Yes, it is a cat. We can come to a conclusion. Yes, it is a cat. It is a dog. Like that, we can come to a conclusion. That is called as supervised learning. When you are considering about this unsupervised learning, we will not have a specific data. Based upon the data, the length of the particular track, length of the particular product, to identify whether this is a bus or a van or a truck, how many wheels are there, what is the front part, how much distance, how much persons can seat in the particular vehicle. Like that, we all will be tracking all those things. That is called as unsupervised learning. Third is, that is, you are having unlabeled data. Labeled data means supervised learning. Unlabeled data to train the machine, then that is called as unsupervised learning. This reinforcement learning is an agent and an environment to produce the actions and rewards. Okay, yeah, we'll be seeing furthermore. These are all the set of algorithms. If anybody is doing some research, this set will be very useful for you. What are all the different classifications of supervised? What are all the different algorithms for unsupervised learning? What is reinforcement learning? Everything you can come to a conclusion. Okay, linear regression, classification, then k nearest neighbor, decision tree, all these things will be classified as this supervised learning. In unsupervised learning, you will be saying as k means clustering, then hierarchical clustering, cluster. Whenever you are clustering some products, at that time you will be saying it as unsupervised. Okay, because supervised in the sense it is trained by someone. Already it is trained by some persons, and it has been said that yes, this has been classified into this criteria, into this category, like that we can say. That is called as supervised learning. Unlabeled data is unsupervised learning. Then last is reinforcement learning. That is Q learning, SARSA, Monte Carlo, and deep at networks, deep Q networks. These are all some of the algorithms of reinforcement learning. Okay, that is the thing we have discussed here. These are all the different types of machine learning algorithms. When you are I will not discuss more on algorithms. Just I will say you by simple concepts, you can understand what is Navy Bayes algorithm and what is classification, what is regression. Like that, I will be saying you some concepts, and then I will be ending the session with advantages and disadvantages. Don't worry, I will not take much of your time. Yeah, just listen here. Consider that when you are considering about Navy Bayes classifier, classifier is a structured algorithm. Am I correct? Structured, unstructured, like that we have seen, no? 3 different types of algorithm. This Navy Bayes comes under structured algorithm and said that two persons are talking. Sorry. One is Alice and Bob. One person name is Alice and another person name is Bob. Each and every time when Alice used to talk, he used to use some certain examples like that love, great, wonderful. When saying any messages, he used to say all these things. Yes, it's great. Oh, very lovely. It is wonderful. Like that, he used to say. But when Bob is using certain words, he used to say often use the words like "a dog." What is this? Hey, take that ball. Why do you what are you doing with that ball? Uh, mm, what very wonderful. It's very lovely. Like that, certain words which they are using, based upon the words, we can classify that whether the particular person allies or Bob. That's the thing. Given the next example, let's assume you received an anonymous email whose sender can be either Alice or Bob. Either Alice may send that particular message or Bob may send the message. How it can be analyzed? Based upon the context of the email, I love beach sand. I love, what is that? Love is the concept always used by Alice, not Bob. Okay, based upon the concept, the machine can come to a conclusion that this word might be uttered by Alice. This is not by said by Bob. Like that, it will come to a conclusion. Okay, can you guess who the sender might be? Yeah, that is why I'm asking you the question. Who is the sender? By the term word, by the words which they are using, based upon itself, we can come to a conclusion. This is used only by allies. Okay, next algorithm is k nearest neighbor. I'm not going to discuss all the algorithms, just few algorithms alone to know, because when you know the concept behind it, 100% while writing the algorithm, it will be more and more easy and useful for you. K nearest neighbor. You are moving from one location to another location. In that particular location, you are going and meeting many persons and you are discussing with them. At that time, you will be categorizing the persons. For example, when the person is of age 18, he used to search for the person who is going to play cricket, who will play football. What are all the things nearby? What should I do? Like that, he will be which person he will classify it accordingly, and based upon that, he will be assessing the person. Okay, that's the thing given here. You move to your new neighborhood and want to be friends with your neighbors. At the time, who will be your friend? When you start to associate with your neighbors, you used to decide or pick the neighbors that match your thinking, interest, and hobbies. Okay, when you are going and talking about a serial to a person who is of 18 years old, okay, whether he will talk with you, no, he will not chat with you because he is not interested in series. That is drama series, which is telecasted in television. Okay, but while you're going and talking with the housewife who is in the house after their all their works, after their cooking and all their works, they used to sit and discuss on all these see the serials. When you are going and discussing with them, at that time you can be friendly because they used to know your interest. Based upon your interest, it can be done. That is called as k nearest neighbor. You are supposed to create algorithm in such a way that which type of particular person can be accustomed to you. Whether, for example, I will say you another example. You are everyone is having a smartphone and you are having a WhatsApp group. You may chat individually or you may chat even in the group. You may program in or programming in such a way that you can identify whether a group is a emotional group or it is a positive group or a negative group or senseless group. Like that you can identify based upon the chat messages which you had. You can give as an input into the R programming tool. When you give it inside as an input, automatically the machine will judge this is emotional, because the information which is conveyed in the chat by the persons may be emotional or maybe positive. Then you may say that yes, it is a positive group or an emotional group, so that you can remain in it. If there are more negative messages, immediately it will say that yes, it will, the machine will identify. You need not want to say that whether it is group is good or good group or bad group based upon the messages. As if I had said you in the previous example, Alice and Bob, where based upon the thing, we are coming to a conclusion who might have send this mail. Like that, we are coming to some conclusion based upon that. This k nearest neighbor is, you will be having many neighbors nearby you. You will be thinking that whom to have the friendship. For that, you are thinking the interests and hobbies of the particular person, identifying it, and then joining with them and enjoying with them. Okay. Yeah, these are all type of the machine learning problems. Just I will discuss you with in few examples. Hello, am I audible? Whether am I in the network?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. Madam, am I boring? Whether the time is up or whether can I proceed?
Sir, you can continue, sir.
Okay, ma'am.
No
Thank you.
problem. Okay, sir.
Yeah, when you're considering about this machine learning problem, when you're considering classification, I had said you that in supervised learning, the classification and regression will be coming under supervised learning. The clustering, association, rule learning, then the structured output will be coming under this. What is that? Unstructured. Okay, fine. When you're considering the classification, you have already, someone has said that this is cat, this is dog, this is horse, or this is bear. On seeing the texture and on seeing the eyes, on seeing the ears, we can identify that based upon the classifying features. We can say that yes, this is cat, this is dog, this is horse. It can be classified. Okay, we are having a data within us. Okay, regression, it predicts the numerical values. You based upon the numerical values, that is it may be the commerce students or mathematical students will be knowing more on regression, that is linear regression, logistic regression, like that. Several regression analysis also there. Those are all based upon the concept of data. Okay, next, clustering. um, Clustering, you are grouping similar examples, that is most relevant documents are grouped together, that is unsupervised. It is unpredictable. For example, I had said who are all the persons available, what is their nature, what is their behavior, like that. When we are considering all those things, it will be treated as a cluster. Next algorithm is association rule mining. In this association rule mining, I had given you a simple example. Consider that if you are going to the person who have read data mining, they might be very clear. All the subjects are interrelated with machine learning. Okay, with artificial intelligence. If you do not know any one of the subject base, it will be very difficult. You couldn't understand what is the concept. So that only I am touching on all the subjects. Data mining, I am touching IoT, Internet of Things. Then I had discussed about machine learning. Okay, in this concept, when you're discussing about association rule, a simple thing that's called a priori algorithm is there, or we can say that by a simple term, if X implies Y. If a person is buying X, 100% he will buy Y. That is, if you are going to a shop and the purchase behavior of the customer will be analyzed. If a person is buying a milk, half liter milk, he will buy sugar. 100% sugar is needed. 100% coffee or tea powder is needed. Like that, we can come to a conclusion that so that the customer will not migrate from that particular shop to another shop. Can you understand what is the need for the algorithm to analyze or to kindle interest to promote their sales? That's all. Okay. If you are buying milk, at the time you are asking for a sugar, the shopkeeper says that sorry, sugar is not available. At the time, what will happen? You immediately illa sir, illa paal vena. I don't want milk. Like that, you will be switching over to another shop, and regularly you will be skipping that particular shop and moving to the shop. If I am going there, that particular product will not be available. Then I should go to another shop. Why should I struggle rather than that I can go there itself directly to buy all the products? Then you can see that when you enter into the supermarket, you might have seen the products. All will be aligned in such a way that to create interest within you. For example, while you go and purchase your baby products, like when you want to buy Cerelac, at the time you can see that napkins will be there, diapers will be there. There are all the things related to the um, uh, child oils. There is soap of the particular child, baby soap, then baby oil, then what are all the foods, health mix, which are all the things. What is the thing? Why should they keep that? Why should they arrange in such a way? You need not want to search for the product. Rather than that, you can go and immediately take the product. It will minimize your time. Those the things are done by the machine. When you purchase one product, while you are going in ordering one product in Swiggy or Flipkart or or Zomato, whatever the product is listed, when you order for a product, immediately there will be some ad related to it. Yes, you buy this. I will be giving, if you buy these two products, I will be giving you an offer of this product, so that it will create an interest and it will promote their sales, and you will be buying it and you will be utilizing it. That is association rule mining, association rule learning. Okay, if a particular person is buying X, 100% he will buy Y. That is the meaning behind it. Okay, next structured output. There is natural language parse trees will be there. Based upon the natural language parsing, you can analyze. Then ranking, identifying the position on a scale or a status of the particular product, whether it is available or not. While you are searching for certain colleges, the certain colleges name will come in first. That is, college ranking will be there based upon the NIRF ranking or NAC, or based upon the Anna University ranking. The category of that particular colleges will be displayed. Okay. Yeah. This classifier, when you're considering this classifier, there is a thing called spam. There is spam is nothing but while you are having the messages will come to your inbox. When comes to the inbox, you can immediately what you will do, you can classify that yes, these are all some of the spam messages. I do not want these spam messages to be removed. The machine automatically identifies that this is a spam message and this should not be sent to the inbox. If the inbox is filled, because per day there may be a chance of while you are entering inside the Gmail, while you are registering in Gmail, it will be asking you which are all the things you are interested. Immediately you will be going and ticking food. You will be ticking on movies. You will be ticking on books, magazines, or sports. Like that, you will be going on ticking. When you select all those items, those items will be sent to the persons who are all selling those type of products. Then they will be sending you messages. Yes, this is the thing happening. If you want, you can buy this. You can opt for it. Like that, it will be creating interest in you. That is called as a spam message. Those spam messages will be identified by the system, and it will be segregating as spam. Some messages at times, when some of your friend may say that I had sent you a mail, whether have you received. At times when you don't even receive that mail, you can even check in your spam folder. There's a possibility that it may even move to the spam, so that you can check and you can say that you to move it to the inbox. Okay. Yeah, that is, it will be classifying. The system will automatically classify whether this is a good message to the particular person or it is a spam message to the user. Whether the user is not interested, like that, it will be classifying it. Okay, that is the same thing. Regression. Regression is nothing but a statistical analysis tool. Based upon the statistical analysis, we can come to a conclusion that yes, these products will be sold in this particular area. This product will not be sold. Like that, there are certain companies like Amazon, Flipkart. They want to promote their sales. For that, they will be analyzing each and every product, how much is sold in particular location, and they will be analyzing the weather condition, why this product is moving in this particular location, why it is not moving in this location. They will be analyzing all those things, and then they will be promoting. That is based upon the statistical data. Okay, that is the thing. I had given you some examples, predicting the age of a person. Because when there is no child in the particular area, you are not supposed to go on market for the baby soap or baby lotion or baby diapers. It is not necessary. Even if you go there, when there is no baby in that particular area, who will buy? What is the use in it? Like that, Amazon and Flipkart, they are not only that, there are several online sales organizations are also there. They are using these type of techniques to identify the person's purchase behavior, and they used to promote the sales and develop their sales and develop their company. So that's the thing. I have given you several example, predicting the nationality of the person, predicting whether stock price of a company will increase tomorrow, what is the weather condition, whether the rain will come or not, predicting the gender of the person. Okay, I like to give you one simple example here. For example, consider that there are many persons staying in a location where there are North Indians. All North Indians are staying in a location. When if I go and market my rice, whether my rice will get marketed there? No way, because it will be marketed, but only to a less amount. They need wheat, fiber content, like that. They used to go for those type of items, so that these type of analysis can be made with help of these classification or regression algorithms. Clustering. By the simple diagram, you can easily understand. Cluster, it is a bunch. It is basically a type of unsupervised learning, because while you are going to one particular area, that is K nearest neighbor, we have discussed now. While you are going to a particular area, to your new neighbor, to your new place, there will be many neighbors near you. To segregate that, what type of persons you want to have in touch, you can segregate them. That's the thing I have given you. Clustering is a task of dividing the population or data point into a number of groups. Yes, this group is of the age group of 40 to 50. They will be seeing serials in their houses. They will be going. They will be going only outing only on Sundays. Like that, we can come to a conclusion that that is called clustering. You are grouping in such a way that that data or data points, so that you can utilize and you can join with them. See here, in clustering, all these are all, see this diagram. All these are non-clustered, and certain it is again it is identified that yes, these are all persons will be coming under this cluster. Okay, it is basically a collection of objects on the basis of similarity and dissimilarity between them. Similarity in the sense the person who are all eating idli will be coming under one similarity. The person who are all eating chapati will be coming under one similarity. Vegetarian will be coming under one similarity, non-vegetarian and one similarity. Like that, you can group it. Okay, for all these things, you will be given interest. You will be created interest. Once, if you are going to barbecue nation, if you're going to barbecue nation, and they will say you that if you download the app and if you book it through the app, 100 rupees will be reduced for for a particular person. Like that, they will be creating interest within you. Okay, like that, after creating an app, when you enter into the app, they will be saying if you are not going for a month, or after 2 months, if you are not even going that particular location, there will be a message: we are missing you, we need you, we are ready to provide you good food, whatever you expect as per your eating habits. Like that, they used to advertise in several ways. They used to create interest in you and make you to buy their products. Even Samsung, when you buy the Samsung phone, and the Samsung, there will be certain products created by Samsung. Those products, if you are not updating it times, immediately there will be a message by the Samsung. Yes, we are missing you. You update your product and utilize our products. Like that, there will be several messages. That is clustering. Yeah, these are all some of the similar examples. That is marketing, biology, libraries, insurance, city planning, earthquake studies. All these are all some of the clustering applications. Then, what are all the machine learning uses? For example, you can predict the traffic. Now you want to consider that you have booked a taxi, Ola, or Red Taxi, or anything you have booked. After that, the you want to reach the airport in a particular time, so that you will be calculating and you will be moving. At that time, there may be some accident may happen in the road, in that particular area, or there may be CM visit will be there, or any higher official will be moving on that particular location. They may be directed in some other route. All these things will be shown to the driver, and then they will be planning accordingly. That is the process of the Google Map. Okay, can you understand? If anything happens, immediately the Google Map will assess you. Yes, if you are going in this particular distance, it will take this much time to travel from this location to this location. If you cross that particular location, immediately you might have seen that the distance to be traveled, it will get raised. 10 minutes காமிச்சிட்டு இருந்தது இமீடியட்லாம் கிலோமீட்டர் ரைஸ் ஆகும். யூ மைட் ஹவ் கிராஸ் தட் ஏரியா. 10 kilometers இருந்தது வந்து immediately 12 kilometers ஆயிடும், because you have crossed that area 2 kilometers. Then the point, the time, 5 minutes it will show, it will increase to 15 minutes, 20 minutes. Then you can come to a conclusion that yes, you are using the Google Map wrongly. You are going in a wrong direction, and then you can come back. Okay, like that. These are all the things. The speech recognition, then email spam, malware filtering, bioinformatics, natural language processing are all along with that traffic prediction. I said, while you are traveling in a way to the airport, at the time the time will be calculated. Yeah, this is the only, this is the right time I should start my journey. If I am not going in this time, because I should board into the flight, to boarding into the flight, I should be 3 hours before my journey time. If I am going late, automatically my flight ticket will be cancelled. Like that, all these things, the social media services, email spam filtering, then product recommendation, online fraud detection, all these things can be done. These are all some of the programming languages where ML, mainly Python and R programming, other than all other languages are also supporting, but Python and R programming plays a vital role in the concept of machine learning. Okay, what is the difference between the machine learning and artificial intelligence? Artificial intelligence is a concept of creating intelligent machine that stimulates the human behavior, whereas, okay, what you are creating a machine to behave in an intelligent way that is done by the human behavior, based upon the human behavior, whereas machine learning is a subset of artificial intelligence. Subset means it is one part of AI. What I said, that is, for example, when you, I said that Internet of Things, when you when you consider that it is rainy outside, even in your laptop you can see that it is cloudy, this much temperature is there, like that, in the status bar it will be mentioning. Okay, while you are having an umbrella with IoT concept, and when you want to go out immediately, that umbrella will alarm you stating that yes, you want to carry me, otherwise you will be affected by the concept of rain. You will be there is a heavy rain outside, so don't go without me, like that it will be insisting because of that IoT. Okay, even when you are sitting in a place, you have on the air conditioner in a seminar hall. You are sitting. The seminar hall, the capacity of the seminar hall is 500%, and where for that 500%, the cooling capacity will be higher. Then only it will be dispensed among all the 500%. But when there are only 10% or 15% are sitting inside, according to them, the particular air conditioner alone is enough. The cooling of the air conditioner temperature will be enough. Automatically, it will reduce the temperature based upon the human condition. Okay, even smartwatches are also there. While you are traveling or running, immediately the smartwatch will say you what is the process happening. Like that, it will be moving on. This is the difference between AI and the machine learning. Machine learning is a subset of AI. Okay. Now, what are all the some of the advantages what are all the different advantages of machine learning? It is fast, accurate, and efficient. Automation of most application and wide range of real life applications are there. Then enhanced cyber security and spam detection. Spam means already I had said you that unwanted things, which is not needed by you, but someone may needed it. You may think that this is spam for you, but that may be used by someone else. Okay. For example, when you are using Book My Show, bookmyshow.com, when you select a particular cine theater and you are searching for the for booking the tickets, at that time, one time it may be useful for you, at times it may not be useful, but when you enter into Book My Show, automatically it will be creating the messages. These are all the new films available. This is running in this particular theater. This theater is open. This theater is closed. Like that, all the information will be delivered by the system automatically. Even when you want to see the particular sweet shop in a particular area, whether it is opened or not, you can give the sweet shop name along with the address. It will say you the location, exact location. It will share the Google map. It will share the phone number, contact number, everything. It's all done artificially. The still many intelligent activities are still going on. While you are traveling in a car, when there is any obstacle, when there is any human being crosses, immediately you might have seen many products, immediately there will be for protecting that particular person, your net will automatically get open, and it will cover that particular person so that he will not be hit by the car, like that. Okay, even though there are several advantages, there are some disadvantages are also prevailing. It is very difficult to identify and rectify the errors. Then data acquisition is also is there. Then interpretation of results requires more time and space. Okay, you cannot come to a conclusion that I will be always in this particular mood to take over all those things. Okay, like that you can come to a that interpretation of the results will be very difficult. Okay. Finally, we are going to see that in Facebook, the people you may know, that is, these are all the recommendation given by the engine, suggestion, what are all the trend suggestion like that it will be coming, and reminder it will be coming like that. All the options are given by Facebook. Netflix, it will say that what are all the movies available, whether this movie will be suitable for you, whether it is a tragedy movie, or whether it is a fight movie, like that. The Netflix will create an interest within you and make you to view that particular YouTube. For example, you might be seeing one video. That video might be for 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, you might be in the intention of closing the video and going and starting to read the movie, read the book. At that time, what it will do, it will again give you a suggestion to see to give another some videos. Um, then what will happen immediately? It will create an interest in you, and you will not touch the book for 1 hour or 2 hour or 3 hours. How much hours you are there? It will be the machine will be utilizing you, and you are not utilizing the machine. The machine will be utilizing you. That is the main drawback. Okay, there are certain things like link line is there. Many higher officials and many persons will be there. For that, you can even have a good network in it, so that you can book for the jobs. Then for Amazon, in Amazon, without knowing Amazon, none will be there. The customer who bought this item also, who will buy this product, who will not buy. For example, see here, I am asking you only one thing. I know the purchase behavior of the customer. I know his salary and what was it, because everything is linked to Aadhaar, and Aadhaar is linked to bank account. Aadhaar is mm, the Aadhaar is linked to voter ID. Everything it is linked. Okay. At the time, I can easily predict what is the purchase behavior, what is the transaction he has done, what that is the cyber crime will be detecting. That is also a huge area. Cyber crime is one big area. Cyber security, those things are also can be done with the help of these artificial techniques. Okay. Then Google, visually similar images we can track out. While I am doing MPhil in the year 2002, I used some algorithms and identified that when I give one particular image, based upon the color, based upon the texture, based upon the image, then pixel ratio, it immediately search for it, and then yes, these photos are relevant to your images. Like that, it will search from all the things. For example, you can see that plagiarism check. Why do you want to go somewhere else? Plagiarism check. கருத்து திருட்டு அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. The plagiarism is nothing but those who are doing research, they may be taking some data from some location. If they are giving as a reference, that will not be treated as a plagiarism. Otherwise, it will be treated as a plagiarism. That is the data which is used by others. You are utilizing it. If content that software like Turnitin, Urkund, there are several softwares. Okay, that Turnitin, what it will do, it will identify where are all this particular 7 words. If it continuously sees the 7 words, it will give a brief history. These data are all available in this particular location. This particular researcher has taken data only from this area, from this website. Like that, it will give a clear idea and clear structure, entire thing to the checker. Okay. Then YouTube, what are all the recommended videos? Basically, when I always used to see some movies using YouTube. At times I used to see Visu movies because I like to see the conversation between the thing. Visu is an old actor, so that you may know or may not know. But so then I used to search based upon the court cases, how they are, how the advocates are claiming the cases, like that. Similar type of videos will be coming, and it will be creating interest in me, and it will not allow me to do any other activities rather than this activity. Okay. Okay, students, I think that I did my level best to make you understand what is artificial intelligence, what is machine learning, and what are all the concepts behind it, and some of the algorithms like Navy-based algorithm, what is clustering, what is regression, what is supervised and unsupervised. I think that you might have a rough structure. you, I had given you it. I think that I had created an interest in you. It is all up to you to go and view still more details. You can contact me at any time if you have any doubt. You can get my number from your HOD madam, or or your friends, or your class in charges, or all of them will be having my mobile number. If anyone wants to contact me and have any doubt or any process, you can contact me at any time you want. If you have any queries, you can ask me. Thank you all for your patient listening.
Thank you, sir. We have been listening to eminent speaker deliberating in the area of artificial intelligence and machine learning. Since morning, all this valuable insight have us a new perspective that one should adopt while discussing these issues. Students, do you have any queries regarding artificial intelligence and machine learning? Students, participants, do you have any queries?
I think that they are very clear, madam.
Sir,
I think that they are very clear in the concept which I had uttered. I think so. That is the reason no one is.
Sir,
Yeah.
sir.
Come up.
sir, I'm Somashekar from BCA, and
Yes. Yeah.
Facebook is getting bigger day by day, and it's going to create a metaverse,
Hmm.
which looks similar like they are creating a virtual world,
Hmm.
and people are going to affect in it. I
Yeah,
think.
yeah, that is the thing I had said. I think that this may be a question. How to protect yourself? Am I correct?
இது தமிழ்லயே பேசலாமா?
கேளுங்க.
அதாங்க சார், இப்போ எப்படியா இருந்தாலும் இவங்க கிரியேட் பண்ணக்கூடிய இந்த விர்ச்சுவல் வேர்ல்டுல எல்லாருமே பார்ட்டிசிபேட் பண்ணி தான் ஆகணும். ஐ மீன், அதுல இருந்து எவ்வளவுதான் தள்ளி போகணும்னு நினைச்சாலும் நம்ம அதுல போய் விழுந்துருவோம். அப்படி இருக்கும்போது
இல்லைங்களே,
இதை எப்படி ப்ரிவென்ட் பண்ண முடியும்?
ஒரு நிமிஷங்க. அது நமக்கு கேடு கொடுக்கறது இல்லை. ஒரு சில அட்வான்டேஜ் இருக்கு, ஒரு சில டிஸ்அட்வான்டேஜ் இருக்கு. நாம யூஸ் பண்ணக்கூடிய மெத்தடை பொறுத்து தான். இப்போ நான் சொன்னேன் இல்லைங்களா, இப்போ நான் அவார்டு வாங்கியிருக்கேன் அப்படின்னா, அந்த அவார்டை ப்ரொஜெக்ட் பண்ணுறதுக்கு மை பேரண்ட்ஸ் ஆர் சம்வேர் ஆர் மை ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ் ஆர் சம்வேர். அவங்கக்கிட்ட ஒவ்வொருத்தர்கிட்டையும் நான் கூப்பிட்டு நான் இப்படி இந்த மாதிரி அவார்டு வாங்கியிருக்கேன், இந்த ஒரு செரிமனி அப்படின்னு சொல்லி என்னால் சொல்ல முடியாது. அப்போ நான் என்ன பண்ணலாம், ஐ கேன் ஹோஸ்ட் சம் ஃபோட்டோஸ் விச் எவர் ஐ லைக் அண்ட் ஐ கேன் ஷேர் இட் வித் தம். அதுக்கு தான் செக்யூரிட்டி ப்ரொவிஷன் ஒன்று இருக்குங்க. அதில் ப்ரிவிலேஜஸ்ன்னு ஒரு கான்செப்ட் இருக்கும். அந்த ப்ரிவிலேஜஸை கிளிக் பண்ணும்போது ஒவ்வொரு மெசேஜையும் நீங்கள் போஸ்ட் பண்ணுறதுக்கு முன்னாடி அந்த ப்ரிவிலேஜ் கான்செப்டில் நீங்கள் மட்டுமே அதை வச்சுக்கிறீங்களா? சிங்கிள்னா நீங்கள் மட்டுமே வச்சுக்கிறது. வென் யூ வாண்ட் டு ஷேர் வித் யுவர் ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ் அப்படின்னா ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸுக்கு மட்டும், உங்களோட ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸுக்கு மட்டும்தான் தெரியும், வேறு யாருக்கும் தெரியாது. ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ் ஆஃப் ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ்னா உங்களோட ஃப்ரெண்டுக்கும் தெரியும், உங்கள் ஃப்ரெண்டோட ஃப்ரெண்டுக்கும் தெரியும். அந்த மாதிரி ப்ரிவிலேஜஸ் இருக்கு. அந்த ப்ரிவிலேஜஸை யூஸ் பண்ணி யூ கேன் ப்ரொடெக்ட் யுவர் செல்ஃப். ஓகே
ஓகே சார். ஓகே சார்.
இது
அந்த ஃபேஸ்புக்கோட இந்த டேட்டா திருட்டு அதை பத்தி.
ஃபேஸ்புக்கோட டேட்டாஸ் இல்ல, அதை பத்தி என்ன வேணும் உங்களுக்கு?
இப்போ ட்விட்டரும் சரி ஃபேஸ்புக்கும் சரி நம்மளோட தனிப்பட்ட விஷயங்களை வந்து நிறையவே எடுக்கிறாங்க அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு இந்தியன் கவர்மெண்ட் கூட ஒரு கொஞ்ச நாளைக்கு முன்னாடி ஒரு சில queries வச்சாங்க. அதுக்கப்புறம் நோட்டீஸ் எல்லாம் கொடுத்தாங்க. அதை பத்தி
கரெக்ட் தாங்க. நீங்க கேட்கறதெல்லாம் கரெக்ட் தான். அதாவது இப்போ தீமைகள் இருக்கு, அதுக்கு நமக்கு ப்ரொடெக்ட் பண்றக்கூடிய வழியில நம்ம ப்ரொடெக்ட் பண்ணிக்கலாம். அதை தவிர வேற வழி கிடையாது. இப்போ நீ ஒன்றும் இல்லை, நீங்க வந்து ஜிமெயில் யூஸ் பண்ணி தான் ஆகணும் நீங்க. ஏன்னா இப்போதைக்கு யாருமே வந்து போஸ்டல் மெயில் இது ஸ்னெயில் மெயில் உங்களுக்கு தெரியும். போட்டிங்கன்னா 5 நாள் ஆகும், 6 நாள் ஆகும். ஒன்றும் இல்லை, ஒரு சர்டிஃபிகேட் வேணும், அந்த சர்டிஃபிகேட்டை ஸ்கேன் பண்ணி அனுப்ப சொல்றாங்க. நீங்க ஒரு லொக்கேஷன் போயிட்டீங்க, இமீடியட்டா ஸ்கேன் பண்ணி அனுப்புறீங்க. அப்போ இதெல்லாம் வேற வழியே கிடையாது, நம்ம யூட்டிலைஸ் பண்ணியே ஆகணுங்கிற ஒரு நிர்பந்தத்துல நம்ம இருக்கோம். சரிங்களா? அப்படி இருக்கும்போது நாம தான் நம்மளையே ப்ரொடெக்ட் பண்ணிக்கணும். சரிங்களா? அப்போ நம்மளுடைய போட்டோஸ் எல்லாமே யாருமே ஹேக் பண்ணக்கூடாது, திருடக்கூடாது அப்படின்னு தெரிஞ்சா நாம அந்த செக்யூரிட்டி ப்ரிவிலேஜ்ல அதுல போயிட்டு நமக்கு மட்டும்தான், இல்லை நம்ம ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸுக்கு மட்டும்தான் அப்படின்னு சொல்லி, ஏன்னா அவங்க மட்டும்தான் அவங்க டவுன்லோட் பண்ண முடியும். அவங்க அதை மிஸ்யூஸ் பண்ற மாதிரி இருந்துச்சு அப்படின்னா அவங்க உனக்கு ஃப்ரெண்டு கிடையாது. சரிங்களா? அது இல்லாம சில விஷயங்கள் அந்த கம்பெனி
இப்போ ப்ராப்ளம் என்னன்னா இது பிரைவேட்ல
அது ஒண்ணுமே செய்ய முடியாது, வேற வழியே கிடையாதுன்னு வச்சுக்கங்களேன். இப்போ ஒண்ணும் இல்லை, நான் இப்போ ஒரு ஃபோன் நான் வந்து ஒரு இடத்துல லோன் வாங்குறேன். நான் ஒரு சிட்டி யூனியன் பேங்க்ல லோன் வாங்குறேன்னா, லோன் வாங்கின அடுத்த ஒரு half an hourலயே மை டேட்டா பேஸ் இஸ் ஷேர்ட் வித் சம்ஒன் எல்ஸ். அப்போ அங்க இருக்கிறவங்க எனக்கு கால் பண்றாங்க, சார் உங்களுக்கு லோன் வேணுமா, உங்களுக்கு லோன் வேணுமான்னு கேட்குறாங்க. சரிங்களா? அப்போ அந்த மாதிரி இருக்கும்போது கண்டிப்பா வேற வழியே கிடையாது. நம்மளோட டேட்டா பேஸு இந்த ஆன்லைன் வேர்ல்டுல நம்ம ப்ரொடெக்ட் பண்ணிக்கிறது கஷ்டம்தான். அதுக்கு தான் நிறைய ப்ரிவிலேஜஸ் ஆர் கோயிங் ஆன். இப்போ நம்ம வந்து ஒன்றும் இல்லை, கிரெடிட் கார்டெல்லாம் யூஸ் பண்ணி பணம் எடுத்துட்டு இருந்தோம். அப்போ அதில் ஒவ்வொருத்தனும் ஒவ்வொரு மாதிரி டெக்னிக் யூஸ் பண்ணி தே ஆர் ஹேக்கிங் த மணி. ஏடிஎம் மிஷினில் அந்த ஏடிஎம் இதை வச்சுருந்தாங்க, அவனே ஒரு பிளக்இன் மாதிரி ஒன்று கிரியேட் பண்ணி அந்த உள்ள இன்சர்ட் பண்ணிட்டு, நீ உள்ள இன்சர்ட் பண்ணினா என்ன நம்பர் கொடுத்தினாலும் அது ஆட்டோமேட்டிக்லி அந்த இது ஸ்ட்ரைப்பை வந்து அதுவே எடுத்துக்கும். அது பேஸ் பண்ணிட்டு whenever you are going and அதை பேஸ் பண்ணி he will create your own ATM. அந்த ஏடிஎம் அந்த பார்கோட் மாதிரி அவனே கிரியேட் பண்ணிட்டு அதை ரிமூவ் பண்ணிட்டு ஆஸ் யூஷுவல் உன்னோட அக்கௌண்ட்ல இருந்து அதை ரிமூவ் பண்ணிக்குவான். சில விஷயங்கள் நெகட்டிவ் இருக்கும், அதை நம்ம ஓவர் கம் பண்றது. அதுக்கு தான் நிறைய அல்காரிதம்ஸ் எல்லாம் ஸ்டில் அண்டர் ப்ராசஸிங், இட் இஸ் கோயிங் ஆன். அந்த ஒன் டைம் பாஸ்வேர்டுன்னு சொல்றாங்க, அந்த மாதிரி நிறைய ப்ரிவிலேஜஸ் ஆர் அவைலபிள். தேங்க்ஸ் so much Sundaram.
Thank you sir.
Have I cleared your doubt, man?
Yes sir, ஓரளவுக்கு.
ஏன்னா அது வேற வழி இல்லைக்கன்னா நாம யூஸ் பண்ணணும் அப்படின்னா, அப்போ அது ஒரு சின்ன பழமொழி இருக்கும், எலிக்கு பயந்து ஊட்ட சுட முடியாதுல்ல அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. Have you heard that proverb?
Yes sir.
எலிக்காக நம்ம பயந்துட்டு நம்ம ஊட்ட காலி விட்டு போக முடியுமா? முடியாது. அப்போ நம்ம டெக்னாலஜிக்காக நம்ம பயந்துட்டு நம்ம டெக்னாலஜி யூஸ் பண்ணாம இருக்க முடியாது. டெக்னாலஜி யூஸ் பண்ண வேண்டியது இடத்துல யூஸ் பண்ணணும், எந்த அளவுக்கு ப்ரிவென்ட் பண்ண முடியுமோ அந்த அளவுக்கு ப்ரிவென்ட் பண்ணணும். நான் ஒரு சில படத்துலேயே நீங்கள் பார்த்துருப்பீங்க, ஃபேஸ்புக்கில் வந்து நான் இந்த மாதிரி இந்த ஊருக்கு ஒரு வாரமாக நான் போகிறேன் அப்படின்னு சொல்லி ஃபேஸ்புக்கில் போட்டிருப்பான். அது டு ஆல் நீ ஷேர் பண்ணினா என்டையர் பப்ளிக் வில் see your மெசேஜ். அப்போ என்ன ஆகும், ஆட்டோமேட்டிக்காக திருடனுக்கு அது வந்து யூஸ்ஃபுல்லாக இருக்கும். அவன் வீட்டுக்குள்ளே உள்ள வந்து பொருள்லாம் எடுத்துகிட்டு போகிறதுக்கு ரொம்ப யூஸ்ஃபுல்லாக இருக்கும். சரிங்களா? அந்த மாதிரி நம்ம செக்யூரிட்டி ப்ரிவிலேஜ் எவ்வளோ ப்ரொடெக்ட் பண்ணுறோமோ அந்த அளவுக்கு வில் பி ஆன் தி சேஃபர் சைடு. அதுக்காக நம்ம டெக்னாலஜியை ஒதுக்கி வைக்க முடியாது.
ஓகே சார். ஓகே சார், தேங்க்யூ சார்.
ஓகே கண்ணா, தேங்க்யூ. Anyone else have any doubt?
Students, whether you have any doubts or queries regarding this topic?
Okay, thank you all for your patient listening. I think that I had fulfilled the role which is assigned to me. I like to thank HOD SN Shantalakshmi Madam and all other faculty members, then Principal Madam Ramya Madam, Karthik Sir, all of the department faculty members who had taken effort in preparing the invitation, in organizing this particular event. Thank you all. Thank you all once again.
Thank you, sir. The capacity to learn is a gift. The ability to learn is a skill. The willing skill to learn is achieved. I would like to invite Mr. S. Karthik to deliver the vote of thanks.
Thank you, ma'am. So, good afternoon to everyone present here. Honorable resource person, Dr. Vimal Kumar, respected principal, Dr. P. Ramya ma'am, and all the students. So, it is such an honor for me to get an opportunity to thank you all dignitaries. On behalf of PCA department, I extend a warm welcome to the people in gathering. I would like to express my gratitude to all esteemed delegates of the webinar for their presence and contribution to make this webinar a great success. I extend my gratitude to our honorable resource person, Dr. Vimal Kumar, to take out time to grace this event. Thank you for inspiring and encouraging us with your words on this special day, sir. A special mention to our principal, Dr.
Sir,
Thank you, Karthik sir.
to Miss S. N. Shah, to organize webinar. I also thank the organizing team for working hard to make this webinar successful. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you,
thank you,
Karthik.
sir. Thank you, sir. Students, the feedback link is on live. After half an hour, the feedback link will be not activated. So students fill the feedback form, then only you can able to get the certificate.
Thank you,
In
Savita
chat
madam.
box, the in chat box the feedback link is available. Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you for all your kind presence of support for this seminar. Thank you.
Madam, can I leave the platform?
Okay, okay, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you all for your patient listening. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you.